2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Arnold Palmer Invitational this week. Our first round coverage is about to begin. Good to be with you today. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak and John McCarthy are down on the course. And Rich, a legendary stop on tour this week. Bay Hill Club and Lodge, Arnold Palmer's place. What can the players look forward to?
They're looking forward to probably the strongest test that they're going to have early in the season. This golf course historically is firm, fast, windy, can be cold at times. It's ruthless. It's going to call you out on bad shots, and even your good shots may not always get rewarded. This is going to challenge players mentally more than physically, because the shots they hit aren't always going to turn out in the best of spots.
Let's get down to the first hole.
Now this is headed for the second cut. Steady on.
Henny is with this group.
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
That's the way to draw up a nice shot.
This one needs to sit. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. On the green and a chance to save par. And now to the par 3 second. Five iron on the way.
Here's Matty Fitzpatrick setting up his next shot. How about this shot? Oh, that is a touch of class from the sand.
Now from the green side bunker. 9 feet remain.
Nice little par putt here.
Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
This is a big old left-to-righter.
He did a great job to limit the damage.
Yeah, sitting pretty nicely in that bunker there, but a nice up and down indeed.
And after that, he remains at even par. The tee shot at 3. Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. A 13-footer here. The putt goes in, and he moves ahead of his rival for the first time. And a good job there as he moves to 1 under for the championship. Let's take a closer look at the par 5 fourth.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
That was really well played. There could be company at the top if this putt drops. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
Pretty straight putt up until the end. It takes a little bit of a turn to the right.
That putt drops. That's 2 birdies in a row, and some momentum is building.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
He is moving up the leaderboard as we move on to the next hole.
The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards. Ridge, placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
This is his second shot. This would be a great up and down. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Love watching this player around the greens.
A par putt on the table. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. At -2, going along nicely today. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
That ball looked a little thirsty. Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie. That's tidy. Sitting at 2 under. Setting up now, this one from a fair way out. And he's down there. You got a read?
Okay, my money is on a right-to-lefter. Yep, that works. Nicely done.
And here we have the Englishman, Matt Fitzpatrick. What's he got in front of him here? 3 behind our leader. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
Oh, he absolutely hated being behind. And now watch out. He's coming for you.
He now has this for the double bogey. And it's a one-stroke par four for our leader over the field.
We have a par 3 on this one. This is a 7-iron on the way.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. That came off the blade pretty nicely. This has got some intent.
Ooh, this is tasty.
Oh, that's a great looking putt.
All right, let's get right back out to the action. This is a long way away. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Here's the par putt. As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 4. This is looking really nice off the tee. This shot from about 190 yards. 5 strokes off the lead. That's just a miss right there, and now headed toward the rough. A look at the lie in the greenside rough.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
And it drops. Incredible.
Oh, went from the outhouse to the penthouse with that chip in.
Let's update you on what's been going on. He is currently in a tie for 7th place.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
We're at the 9th. It's a par 4. We're going to see what can happen out of the fairway bunker. This is pitching wedge on the way. That one appears to be short. Here's the 3rd shot. 4 off the pace. This is on a fantastic line. Wow, that was so close to being on the highlight reel. And a tap in left for par. Here's a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is in a tie for 7th. We start the back 9 here at the 10th hole.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
And that's just sneaked into the second cut of rough.
He really played that one well out of the rough. What a beautiful shot here into number 10, and now a great look at birdie. A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. That one goes in, the 4th birdie of the round. Here's a look at the way things stand. He is currently in the tie for 3rd place.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. This lie won't be too bad in the first cut.
From where he was, he's got to be loving this.
How about this shot? Heading in the right direction. Phenomenal approach shot, that one. Time for the second shot at the 11th. Well, that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Oh, what a putt.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay. He wants to win.
Just barely snuck into the first cut. How close was that to going down? Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
Ever so slightly, This one's going right.
This one's online. Well done. Take the birdie. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
This is his second shot. Just one stroke off the lead. That one's just going to catch the light rough.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Very crafty, that shot. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. And just a little bit of work was all that was needed to finish up there. Currently sitting at 4 under par. And another of the uphill par threes, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
That's always an impressive-looking ball flight, isn't it, the draw? What an opportunity to make a birdie. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This putt's looking right around 28 feet, I'd say.
From long range here, looking to get it close.
This one's got some momentum to it. Yes! Leading by a shot after that hole.
We've hit the par 4, 15th hole.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
This looks like a 190-yard shot. The club choice is a 6-iron. Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. that was so close. The distance left on this putt is 17 feet.
These par putts, they keep a round going.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
A huge right to left swinger.
And there's your par. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Now to the 16th hole, a par 5. Let's go down to Henny.
We've got 210 yards. Feeling strong, going for less club.
Two over for the day. Could it be?
A long putt remains. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Putt on a good line. And still looking good. And it drops in. Let's see that shot again.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. We've reached the 17th. It's a par 3.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find, as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
All right, the putter can come out now.
And Matty Fitzpatrick now setting up with this look. Oh, what a super shot. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard.
Trying to get to 8 under with this putt. Henny is greenside.
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
On a nice line.
He makes the putt and extends his lead. Okay, a quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 5-shot advantage for our leader. Time for the tee shot at 18. That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
He's got, I'd say roughly 120 here.
Okay, that's going to play. "13 feet to the cup." Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
A birdie on 18 to close out the round. Folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. Not bad, Rich.
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
So that will do it for today. For Rich Beem, Luke Elvy, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to our coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. The second round is straight ahead. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Welcome back. And Rich, as we dig into this second round, our featured player is leading the pack as the round begins.
It's always good to be leading after the first day, but listen, you got a lot of golf left to go. Let's not get too excited yet. Let's appreciate yesterday, but we need to move on.
Let's get down to the first hole. You don't want to go into that second cut. That's a disappointing shot. And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Let's not think about what happened here yesterday with his next shot. It wasn't very good.
That's unfortunate.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
This is the third. Man, that was a good shot. That nearly went in. And just to finish up the bogey. The putt goes in, and that is the first blemish on the scorecard all week long.
Not the way you want to start this round with a bogey.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Pulling hybrid out of the bag. Looking to get up and down from here. Needs this putt to save par. so close. 3 feet left.
This is not a long putt, but there is a break to the left.
That's a bogey on the scorecard and will give the rest of the field a little bit of hope.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
This hole is a par 4.
Drawing it in there beautifully.
He's got this putt for birdie. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
This starts on a really good line. A putt that's getting better. Oh. Here's one to walk away with a par. All right, that one is behind us. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Let's check out the par 5 fourth. Wow, cannot hit it much farther than that.
Sitting at a couple of shots over par. How about this line? That one almost went in the hole.
Okay, time now to get back to live play. The ball in the green side bunker. Five feet to the cup. If he can make this, he would have his first birdie today. That putt goes in, and what a start for our featured player, adding to the lead.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And as we move to the fifth, it's a par 4. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Sitting at 8 under. Yep, that shot safely on the green. Well, that doesn't look to be a great lie, but John's down there. How bad is it?
Yeah, they are deep down into this bunker. It should be interesting to see how they escape this one.
Gary Player couldn't play bunker shots any better than that. And back to the play, shall we? There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I don't know that you can give this enough break off the left-hand side. Whew.
Oh, what a putt.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Our featured player leads by 5 strokes as we head to the next hole. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5.
I'm wondering if he's going to attack this hole. Reachable par 5, extend that lead.
Lovely effort, that. Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. Going with the 5-iron here.
Oh no. Looks like the ball likes that heavy stuff.
That one's found the thick stuff. Oh no. Setting up for his 3rd shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
And that'll ensure he remains in 1st place.
Here's a look at the par 3 7th. The club choice is a 6-iron. All right, we can work with that. Here's a putt to get to 11 under. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
Well, from here, it looks like the putt's going to go uphill, moving right to left.
Opportunity here and a good-looking putt. This has my attention. Yes, it goes. He's got it rolling, now 11 under par for the championship. All right, we're moving along to the action at the 8th. Going with 8-iron here. That's a really nice approach shot. A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. John, give us a read on this putt.
Looks like this one's going up the hill and breaking left to right.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
That one drops. It's the 5th birdie of the round. And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard. Now to the finishing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4. Look at that drive. He got all of it. I've got about 160 yards to the hole here. Caddy tells us this is a 9-iron. Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
A putt from 9 feet.
He's got this one for birdie.
That putt goes in. Let me count them up. 1, 2, 3. That's the 6th birdie of the day. Our featured player continues to lead the way, up by 9. And now teeing off on this par 4.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
That's a tough one to swallow. He played that one beautifully out of the rough. Not a bad shot right there.
This is the major champion, Matt Fitzpatrick now.
Oh, this is a beauty. Come on.
Time to get back to the course. Trying to get to 14 under for the event. Henny, tell us about this putt.
Yeah, nice little 25-footer here from him. Outside chance, so it'll be good to hole.
Starting this one out to the right, but it should swing back around.
This putt for par. As we move on to the next hole, his lead is 9 shots.
Here we are at the 11th, a par 4. That was absolutely murdered. His second shot here. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. This putt is about 17 feet long.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This looks like it's going to go left.
It's a tad frustrating, especially when it comes up short.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
It's a big 8-shot advantage for our leader as we head to the next hole. Here we are on the 12th, a par 5. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Oh, that was pure. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
And time to check in with Matt Fitzpatrick from England, standing over this next shot. See if this is up, it could be in. And back to the course with the live action. Lining up this putt, still some meat on the bone. Here's a good chance to move to 14 under with this putt. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it.
Putting for a par here. A 3-putt for par.
That's tough going. Well, our leader has built quite a comfortable advantage here. It's 7 shots as we head to the next. This hole is a par 4. That one's heading down Broadway. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. Sitting at -14 now for the event. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Going with the hybrid. Oh, that looks so good off the club. Oh, just skimmed the hole, that one. Well, that's the perfect shape. Just controlling a fade. Good shot there. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. It's just about 3 feet away.
Well, it's not a very long putt, but there is some left to right movement.
And he's done it. He's holed it, and that means he extends his lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Strong par 4. Your dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Setting up here from about 195 yards. Going with less club. Let's see how this turns out.
That will definitely work.
And here we have the Englishman, Matt Fitzpatrick. What's he got in front of him here? I think he's caught that one quite nicely.
Guys, this could go.
That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie.
This putt is from 10 feet. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
This putt's going to move pretty hard to the left.
I was already writing a circle on the scorecard. Wow, you hit an approach shot like that and still come away with a par. That is a bummer. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. We've hit the par 5, 16th hole.
Already in first place, trying to make that margin larger.
Wow, got absolutely all of that one. This shot is about 170 yards. Time now for the third. Tremendous play out of the rough.
There's a hole out, and then there's a hole out for eagle. Sweet.
No change atop the leaderboard. Our feature player still out in front. The tee shot at 17.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
This is a 5-iron. And that one won't find the green.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
And Matty Fitzpatrick now setting up with this look.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Is this one going to go? That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel.
Okay, here we are again, back live. Here's the second on 17. That's a really nice play.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
A tap-in par. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. Now to 18, the par 4.
This is full send.
Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot. 11 feet to the hole. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
This one's like a going left to right, it looks like.
Wow.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And the finishing touch on a busy day on the course. Halfway through, and they are in first place entering the weekend.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, that will do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching.